Hi everybody, Debra Dickinson here. Bandit down there. Come here, Bubby. I want everybody to see you. I keep saying Bandit over there, Bandit down there, and he really is here with me always. We are getting ready to roll. This is a day in the life, right? And I share with you what happens out here every day as a nomad. And today I'm facing something very unusual, but it happens. Are we ready to roll? He's like, no, Mama, we're supposed to be staying. So I got to the place where I'm camped now, outside Tonopah, and it is May 19th when I am filming this. I'm not sure when you will see it, but as always, you can look in the video description or the pinned comment and see what date I filmed, and compared to what date you're seeing it. So I was supposed to only be in this place. Do you want to go over there to your bed? Here, you go over there. Okay, good boy. I was only supposed to be in this place for one day, and then I'm going to a Harvest Host location, an alpaca farm, which is going to be great, for another day, and then I'm going to go see my friends. Well, they live in the Ruby Mountains of Nevada. By the time you see this, I won't be in any of those places. But I am not staying here one night. I'm going to stay here a bunch of nights because it's going to snow at their house this weekend. It's almost June or middle of May, whatever. It's like, so I have pulled the reins back and I am driving at a snail's pace. I'm going to stay here where I am probably for about a week. I don't know. It depends what, for a few days I have to hunker down because look at this forecast. It is crazy. It's going to be cold and I've been used to already 100-degree temperature in the Mojave. And so I am running to town to get some more supplies and everything because the winds starting this afternoon are supposed to be 30 to 40 miles per hour for the next 3 days and then cold here, but at least it won't be snowing. And other than 1 or 2 days, the weather will get nice. So when you're out here on the road, and especially when you're boondocking, like I am in this Shangri-La right now, I'm the only one, I've got hundreds of acres to myself right now, and that's how I like it. But when you're out boondocking, oh goodness, Bandit, you have to keep an eye on the weather and you have to be prepared. This was not in the forecast at all, you guys. Even when I started off on my trip day before yesterday, it wasn't in the forecast at all. In fact, I called my friends and I'm like, guys, I love you, but I don't think I'm going to come see you this weekend. It's supposed to snow where you are. And they're like, no, it's not. And so while we're talking, they got on the phone and we're looking and they're like, oh my God, it is. And so you just always have to keep an eye on the weather. But right now, see if I can get this beast started up. She starts perfectly and we're making a run to town. While I'm driving, I will tell you that one of the things I love about boondocking, so many things, I just love this life so much. But one of the things that I love about boondocking is there's no check-in or check-out time. I get to do everything at my pace. It is a beautiful 73 degrees today, so it is hard for me to believe that such bad weather is coming, but multiple apps are saying that, so I've got to be ready. And as I was pulling out, I looked over and I can see what I think is the Mount Whitney portal range over above Death Valley. And it also has snow on it still. And so usually they open that portal road up. We were just there at Alabama Hills, and usually they open that portal road up May 1. So they got hammered with snow last night. I saw the clouds over it. So I'm wondering how they're doing even. In Tonopah, there is only this Raley's and a Family Dollar that I'm aware of. So you need to know that if you're in the area. Sorry about the wind. So I need 3 things. And when I get back out to the rig, I'll tell you why I had to come to town for supplies even after all the prep work that I did. What a nice, clean, lovely store that was. I just really enjoyed that. In fact, everyone was so friendly. I think this is a town I possibly could live in. There's no big Walmart or anything, but I didn't even find that the prices were that much more expensive in there. Which leads me to the reason that I'm having to come to town and I'm hurrying to beat the weather. I didn't even put on earrings I just put a headband on. and I want to get back. Now they're saying that the winds and the bad weather, hi Bubby, you can come up, that the winds and the bad weather are delayed until this afternoon at 4. And so I'm really grateful for that. But I forgot early in the morning when I was at my docking station to fill my 35-gallon freshwater tank up with water while I was there at my RV site. And by the time I remembered, it was 101. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't standing out there because it takes forever, because it's an old RV and it has just a little bitty funnel back in the back of the RV to put the water in. So I called I was going to get water while I was in the grocery store, but while I was in there, it dawned on me, why don't I call and see, there's like 2 or 3 RV parks here in town. Why don't I call and see if I can buy bulk water from them? And I called 2, and they both said the same thing, that they don't sell bulk water. I can't hook up there. But there is a place supposedly in town where you can get water, and it's where you can charge electric vehicles. And so we're going to go try to find it. Tonopah is a cute little town. I will show you a drive through it at the end of this video, but I just found the little park where they're talking about, and I had 2 different RV parks, and I got the ladies' names telling me to go here to get water. Ah, dang it, it's another dip entry. They do that for water drainage, but for those of us with a hitch-all or a longer vehicle, it sure does make it difficult to get in and out. But I don't see, she said, it's next to the Tesla charging stations. That's where they want everybody to go. I just made one pass through. I'll make another one and see if I see it. But I don't know. This is really unusual. I can't believe 2 people told me to do this. Okay, there it is on the other side. I don't know if you can see it through the trees or not. It's a little blue spigot, and that won't work for filling up that's a handle and you have to pump it, and that won't work for filling up 35 gallons. So I'm gonna call the girl and see what else might be an option. Hi, AG. I called earlier and you told me to go to the water spigot at the Tesla charging station. But I have a 35-gallon freshwater tank. That's one of those pump handles, and I could attach a hose to it, but I'm just wondering, is there somewhere where I can go and pay somebody's like $10 or something to fill up instead of, that doesn't seem to be something, that's like for bottles. That's not like to fill up an RV. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay, so this time she suggested that I go to the fire department to see if they had any extra water. I'm guessing that girl is not a good resource. Okay, so I ended up calling the Chamber of Commerce and I'm like, here's what I need. And they referred me to an RV park that isn't one that I had called and wasn't showing up on Google, which is weird. And then once I plugged it into Google, it of course showed up. And I called, and just like the Pit Stop in Quartzsite and those places, you pay $10. And well, Pit Stop is a lot cheaper than that, But anyway, they will let me fill up my entire 35-gallon tank. And I can't believe that I didn't get that done before I left my docking station. But anyway, so now I am headed there and we'll get water and then can go back home. You guys, look what I did. I drove with my Lucy lights strapped on my ladder. It's I put them out there so they could get solar today, but I forgot to take them down before I drove to town. I'm lucky they're still there. Golly Moses. Well, at least I'm not filling up in 100+ degree temperature. It's a beautiful day, but you guys look, it's the same kind of hose or faucet, but I just didn't feel right. That other one felt like that would be like stealing, and I know a lot of people do stuff like that, and they just go to spigots, but you know, that I think that was like city water or something. Look at my hair. It's just ridiculous today. But I think that was like city water or something. And I just did, anyway, it didn't say free to public use. And there is such a thing out here, you guys, known as theft of services. It is a crime. It's at minimum a misdemeanor. And I'd just rather pay my way and pay for what I'm using. And I just, that just didn't feel right. So anyway, I'm getting water. And I saw past something in town. When I go back through, I'm going to show y'all. You're going to crack up. In the meantime, this little place, it's called Hospitality RV. It's got cabins, and I hope I'm not making you dizzy. And then it's got a row of RVs. And it's kind of a cool little place, but it is right on the busy highway. I wouldn't want to stay here, but for an overnight, if you're passing through, this is Tonopah, and I will, put the information of this place, because it really was, they were nice people, and they helped me out. Okay, you guys, check this out. You gotta love Tonopah. I'm gonna share this with you, and then show you one more thing before I head back to camp. Listen, oh, you can hear my brakes. But look at this. It's a clown motel. World famous, it says, Clown Motel. It says it also has a museum and gift shop. I'm not going in there today. I see a Ronald McDonald in there. Oh my gosh, watch out for killer clowns, it says. I honestly don't know if I could stay here, but how cool is this? Cracking me up. There are a lot of abandoned mines in this area, not just here in Tonopah, but especially around Tonopah, and even out where I'm camped. And it just, I think, oh my God, poor wild animals that get stuck in them, let alone people. So I love this sign, abandoned mines kill. Stay out, stay alive. That is truth right there, everybody. And again, I find myself pulling through a really steep ditch for drainage, and my hitch all drug a little bit, but not too bad. This is a cemetery next door to the Clown Motel. You literally enter it from the Clown Motel parking lot. Can't wait to tell you about it. Hi guys, I'm going to read this for you because I don't know if you can or not. It's the first Tonopah cemetery, 1901 to 1911. Buried here are many of Tonopah's pioneer residents, including 14 victims of the Tonopah Belmont mine fire of February 23, 1911, as well as the victims of the 1902 Tonopah plague. Cemetery fenced 1979 by Central Nevada Historical Society. Okay, everybody. Well, I am back at camp. And right now it's so nice and peaceful. It's hard to believe that really, really bad weather is coming this way, but I know it is. So now I've got water, propane for my heater, gasoline in case I need to bug out. And I already had all my groceries and all that, and I already had all that other done except for the water. I'm all set. I'm ready to hunker down come what may. What a difference a few hours makes.